Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're talking about my luxury beauty favorites from the month of September. But before we go any further, let's take a second to grab our iced coffee or a hot coffee. Let's take a sip and let's get started. Okay, we have a lot of makeup to cover here. So first items that were favorites for me for September were a lot of the Chanel fall releases. Like they had two releases. They had a fall, like the Baroque Parure Quad collection, and then also the Equinox. I preferred the Equinox series. And the first item here is the blush. This is the 798 Rosy Beige and Mauve blush here. That's the blush that I'm wearing today. It's this one here. And I just love the detailing. It looks like fall foliage. The tones remind me of fall foliage. And the backdrop just gives me fall equinox, fall vibes, and fall mood. And when you swirl them together, this is the blush application that you get here. I think it's really pretty. I use it a lot. Sometimes I use a little bit on my eyes as well. Just very pretty. And somehow the CC, like the mauve and peach here, are going all the way through. Even though I swirl my brush around, it's still holding its shape, which is always incredibly encouraging. Let me go ahead and give you a swatch of this blush here. When you see it in the pan, you might think that it'll be really dark, like it'll be a super dark plum, but it's actually more like this. And I swear, some days it looks more plum on me and some days it looks more peach. It's quite confusing. Today, it almost looks more peach than berry. Like you would look at that and think it's going to be like a super dark mauve blush, but it isn't quite, which is a little confusing at first. But anyway, that was the first item I thought of right away. And I used that one a lot in September. Basically, not every day, but most days. Moving on are these Ombre Premiere Loose Pigment Eyeshadows. This is a new eyeshadow series. These are loose pigments, okay? So you would use these a little bit differently. What I do is these, you open them like this. You have the big fat wand applicator. You can go in directly, but you will get lots of fallout. What I do is I knock this off on a tissue and then the excess comes off and then I apply it like this. Or I knock it on a tissue and then I use my brush. I pick up the crushed pigment and then I apply. So I have two shades here and I have to say that I did a very good job picking my shades. I have a 414. I believe this one is called like Mûrier, some sort of berry color. So this is what it is. It's a deep berry plum and it's what I'm wearing on the outer V right here for like a fall vibe. I'll give you a swatch right here. So we have 414 and 402. Those are these two colors here. And I selected and curated these very nicely. They work really beautifully together. So the berry color, you can sheer it out or really pack it on and make it really deep and beautiful. And then we have the lighter, more satiny champagne color. Listen, this is just a very easy peasy everyday type of color. You can do it like all over the lid. What I do is I take the crushed pigment, the light color, I sweep it on the lid, add mascara. It's a whole look on its own. So these two together are very pretty and they just work so nicely together with that blush. Moving on, I did some experimentation with Armani Beauty and I'm so happy that I did. I did a whole video about Armani Beauty a couple weeks ago. It's gorgeous. And one of the colors that I got here, I'm in fact wearing today with these two Chanel eyeshadows. This one here is 26S. This one is like a copper color. So that's what, it's like the liquid eyeshadows from Armani. This is what it looks like here in the bottle. And this is what the wand applicator looks like. I'll give you a swatch here. It looks very vibrant. It looks like a fiery copper orange, and it is, but again, you can blend it out to make it a bit more sheer. So I'm wearing the dark berry in the crease here, and then I layered the 26 Armani color, like the super fiery, vibrant orange here. But then I put on the light champagne color from Chanel, and it sort of just brought it down a little bit because I wanted that fall foliage of like the deep purple with like a little bit of rust foliage colors, but this one here on its own is very orange and very flame-like, and I just wanted to tone it down a little bit. So I think I got exactly what I wanted. So these together are beautiful for just any day, and especially for fall colors. And then I also got another liquid eyeshadow from Armani. This one's 20. I think it's called Camel, and it's a matte. So you can see the differences here. Very, very shiny and matte. And the Camel almost looks like You, but better. It's almost like a concealer, really. It looks warmer here, but you can blend it out. And what I'll do is I'll just wear this on its own with mascara, and it's a very simple matte eye look. It looks so beautiful, so elegant, so natural. Again, you should definitely go check out my Armani Beauty video for that, because sometimes you want a really neutral look, but you don't want a champagne shimmering color. Get one of these matte liquid shadows from Armani. See, it blends out into like a flesh tone, and then you just put on some mascara and you're out the door. Super easy, super elegant. I love that. And there was something else here. Oh yes, the concealer that I'm wearing today, I have been wearing for several weeks. It started in September. It's leading us into October, and this is the Armani concealer. This is the Luminous Silk Concealer. The shade is 5.5. It's the one that I'm wearing today. This is the wand applicator here. It's a little bit different. And what's nice about this concealer is that it's a very liquid, fluid texture. It's not thick. It doesn't feel cakey or drying. It's very long wearing. It doesn't crease. It covers a really nice amount. It has a really nice shade range, and it's really good. You know, normally I'm obsessed with my Chanel Sublimage concealer, and I still am. But since I picked this up in like mid-September, I keep reaching for this one. So it's just really good. Again, I'm wearing shade 5.5. It has a bit of peach. It could have a little bit more, but it's just very good. I find that it dries down nicely as well and just blends nicely. It offers a nice amount of coverage, and like it doesn't crease. So what else is there, you know, for a luxury concealer? Next up is an eyeshadow. I forgot to mention this with Chanel, but this is one of the Parure Baroque quads here from the fall release. This is number 328 Parure Cristal. There were 3 other quads to choose from. This is the only one that really called my name because it's just very easy peasy. You know, they didn't reinvent the color wheel per se, but the hues provided here are beautiful. You have very soft, dark mattes and some light peachy colors, and that one light, slightly white color is beautiful because it actually sort of hits cool blue. It has a little shift in it. I did a swatch over on this side here. If you add like a setting spray, it intensifies it and turns it into this magnificent white shift with blue and purple. It's absolutely stunning. This palette is super pretty. Obviously, this color is the most flashy one, but you could easily just go into these 3 and do something very simple, very elegant. You know, sometimes I like to do a little bit more dramatic eyes, but some days you just want something that on se casse pas la tête. You know, you're not gonna have to think about it for hours and think about blending. It's just very easy, very pretty. And these are, I saw that the Baroque palettes here were recently restocked on the Chanel US site. So if you missed out on the first batch, there's more to come. Hopefully by the time that I upload this video, it's still available because sometimes these restocks go quickly, but fingers crossed, it's still there by the time I post. Okay, so next up is a very oldie. This has been around for, I want to say at least 20 years, 25 years. This is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. This is a makeup primer. It's like a moisturizer makeup primer. This has been around for eons, let's say, in the makeup world. It's not new. It's not even new to me. It smells amazing. It smells like citrus, but in a fresh way. And it smells gorgeous. I don't know when I started using this again. I started using this again this summer, and I've been using it almost every day for a couple of months, and there's still so much product in here. It's just like the jar that never ends. And it's called like the Vitamin Enriched Face Base All-in-One Primer and Moisturizer. It's really great. I find that it adds just an extra layer of moisture to my skin. I find that it also helps my makeup last longer. Even just like concealer, if I add another primer, it sort of gives like grip to everything that I'm wearing and just sort of grips everything to my face for longer wear. But at the same time, offers me some comfort and hydration. And again, it's just a jar that never ends. Like I've been using this every day for weeks, several weeks, and I'm just like not even scratching the surface. So it's one of those items that's like an oldie but a goodie. And I just sort of like rediscovered it in my drawer of wonders here. And I was like, oh yeah, this stuff is amazing. And I just kind of keep using it every day. Next up is a nail polish. Now, if you've paid close attention, here's an Easter egg. For the past several weeks, maybe a couple of months, I have been basically wearing the same manicure for a very long time. And this is the OPI Big Apple Red. It's this color here. Again, this is an oldie but a goodie. Nothing new here. It's been around forever. This nail polish lasts so long. Like, this is what my manicure looks like. This has been on my nails now for at least 10 to 12 days. 10 to 12 human days, okay? I genuinely can't remember when I did my manicure. It's starting to chip a little bit, but it's just, it stays on forever. That's the reason why it's been my manicure for every video for the past several weeks, because I haven't had to do my manicure in weeks, so I don't. And honestly, now my nails are growing longer. Fun fact about me, I actually hate having long nails. I much prefer to have them as short as possible. I file them down. I just hate the sensation of long nails. I just feel like I go like this all day. But with this nail polish, I'm sort of forced to grow them out because I'm too lazy, because it just looks like I did this a week and a half ago. It's crazy. So anyway, OPI Big Apple Red. It's pretty. It just looks like a sort of classic red. It's not too orange. A little bit blue. I prefer a more blue-based manicure for a red, and it's gorgeous. Okay, another thing that was my favorite for the month of September is an event that I went to. This was hosted by Holt Renfrew, and it was a private shopping event. And it's exactly what it was. It was after hours. It was in the beauty department, and it was like a private invitation-only event. There was champagne and wine and a cocktail station. There was a sushi bar, an oyster bar. There was just a lot going on. There was a DJ. It was amazing. I loved it. And I did a whole vlog. It was lots of fun. And so I was thinking back, I was like, wait, I can include an event I went to. That was a lot of fun. That was one of my favorite things of the month. So I'm including it here. Now, another item I want to talk about is fashion. So recently I was looking for some sort of in-between seasonal layer, like something for spring and fall. And I honestly couldn't find a single thing that I liked. So I went to Uniqlo and I looked in the women's department. I literally couldn't find a thing that I liked. I hated everything. Everything had like, it was either a big puffy jacket or it was like a wool jacket that was like opened chested. And I was like, listen, I live in cold climate. I need something to close up. So I found something I think it's unisex or technically the men's department, whatever. I bought it. It's called the overshirt jacket, and I got it in navy because I liked the silhouette. It's just a bit more tapered. I found that all the women's jackets were like big puffy, way too open-necked, or just like way too billowy, like not enough shape or structure. So I got this one here in navy. And it's funny, when I went shopping, I went with my husband and he saw it and he was like, oh, it's nice. I should get one for myself. I was like, oh, great. We'll be matching twins. He got the brown one. I got the navy one. It fits nicely. It's warm. It's wool. It just feels good. It looks good. So I got that for myself. Last but not least, I have some shampoo and conditioner to share with you. So a couple months ago, the company Maui Moisture reached out to me and asked me if they could send me some shampoo and conditioner. And I was a bit skeptical at first, but then I remembered that there's another YouTuber in Toronto. Her name is Samantha Jane YT, and she swears by them. She uses them all the time. And we have very different hair textures, but I thought, well, if it's good enough for Samantha, it could probably work for me. And so I've been using the lightweight hydration and hibiscus water shampoo and conditioner. These are these 2 pink bottles here. As you can see, I have used up way more of the conditioner than a shampoo. I'm basically done the conditioner. I think I have like 2 washes left. But this one here, it's hydration, but it's very lightweight because I have very fine hair. So I don't need super deep conditioning. And I washed my hair last night and you can see it looks glossy. It's curly, wavy. It doesn't have any frizz, you know, it's shiny. It looks hydrated, but it's not weighted down. And yeah, I was shocked. And it's always so funny when you look at the shampoo to conditioner ratio. Yeah, it's quite different. And this is very affordable. You can buy it at the pharmacy. You can buy it at Walmart. It's just good. And I was really apprehensive at first, but it's really good. It has hibiscus water, has no mineral oil, no silicones, no parabens, no sulfates. It's vegan, it has coconut water, it has aloe, and it works. Gives me shiny, glossy, frizz-free hair. So yeah, yes to Maui Moisture. Anyway, I think that's it for today's video. I think it was well-rounded. We had some beauty, some fashion, some events in town. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure that you're subscribed. Make sure that your notification bell is set to on. And that's all I have for you guys for today. See you next time. Bye.